Buenos dias, mi gente beautiful. Welcome back to another episode of Silver Blue.
I hope he didn't scare you. You started super like, buenos dias. Buenos dias, gente bella. Welcome back.
It's very nice to have you here again with us through another, revealing journey. And I think today we have some very fun things to talk about. Some terms you might have heard before. And that is going to be twin flames, soulmates, and karmic relationships.
Now, are we gonna talk about it because we're experts? No. We're just gonna find out together with you guys what all these terms mean.
Absolutely. So I have some ideas of these things, but I think we all kind of have some ideas of these things. But today we're going to do a little bit of research and discussion and see, what we feel about this kind of stuff.
I'm thinking we can do something. We can first say what our idea is, just without researching, and then researching and find out what it actually is.
Okay. I like the sound of that. Okay.
So it's going to be 3 terms? Or
3 terms, because I saw I think I was scrolling on Instagram at one point and a little quiz thing popped up and it said to find out which kind of relationship you have with someone, karmic, twin flame, or soulmate. And I was like,
Okay. So it's 3 different kinds of relationships you can have with people. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I guess we can let's start with the most common heard one. Let's start with soulmate. What is a soulmate to you?
Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to say for each one, but let's just go with the flow. I think a soulmate is someone you have a strong connection with, somewhere where you connect, I guess, spiritually. Like you just connect with this person in a deeper level. It's it's like maybe like a friend, but more than a friend. But you connect more through the. Yeah, I think for me maybe that's the difference. Like it sounds like with soulmate you connect more through the spirit.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think I think the most common term that people resonate with when they come to soulmate is like romantic. Like the person who you're supposed to completely share your soul and your love connection with. I personally feel like a soulmate doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. I think you can be soulmates with, for example, a friend or a girlfriend or boyfriend, or even I think you could have like siblings as soulmates, like people who you super, super deeply connect with, and maybe more than spiritually, but like someone that you learn from in life, or someone that basically like y'all have a deep understanding of each other throughout life and you continue to be mates. Like if I break the word down, in Australian terms, a mate is like a friend or something, right?
Hey, mate.
What's up, mate? So it's like, I think it's soul friends that happen like before you were born as a human, and you guys came here and was like, look, we're going to be homies through this life experience, and we're gonna learn from each other. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying? So just remember that when you're human, we'll come in contact. And
yeah, so basically people you connect with their spirits, like
basically like soul friends.
Soul friends.
Yeah. Or and I think maybe there's different levels of soulmate. Like a romantic partner is like a strong soulmate, or something that you really get to share more than just friendship, soul energy, but intimate love, connection, So I think that's probably maybe the strongest level of soulmate. So that's what I think.
Okay. If I was listening, I would be like, yeah, sure, like that sounds like
about right.
about right.
Okay, so let's move on to twin flame. This one I get a little like I'm not sure exactly. So what do you think about a twin flame?
So while I was explaining the soulmate, I think for me, twin, like it came to me, like I feel like twin flame is more when you connect with this flame. It's more like passion, like more maybe more physical, maybe more like from the passion, the sexual passion, attraction, sexual attraction from the, you just like complement each other in the like attraction part in the passion world, not only sexual but also like this like like these strong feelings and this everything super intense.
I like that. Yeah, like maybe for example, two creatives that are just, you know, have a very similar vision in the world of creation, and so like when it comes to, you know, it could be two friends that want to be actors, for example. And when they're in the acting world, they're like, dude, I have this vision. And the other guy's like, motherfucking, yes, let's get that going. Like, exactly. I have the same thing in mind. They come together and boom, it's an explosion.
Yeah, exactly. They come together and they make it very like they retro retroalimentar each other. So like they what would be the word? Like like one person gives energy to the other person gives energy to the first person. So it just kind of like a back and forth, and it just started being very intense. That could be again like it could be like in a partner, like more like the passion part, or I guess between two friends when the both of them are like super motivated and then they motivate each other.
Yeah, that's good. I never thought about it like that. But yeah, that's what I think is like two people who have that flame of like love, passion, creativity, or something that just makes them very like twins almost. Like when they come together on a very specific area in life like that, something that deals with motivation, ambition, creation. Yeah, I think that's what a twin flame is. Seeing eye to eye in that area. Interesting. I like that.
I don't know if this is the real definition, but I like this definition.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, so karmic relationship.
Here I'm just gonna give a shot. Let's say a karmic relationship is a relationship. Okay, I got it.
I think I do too.
It's a relationship you have with someone to heal something from a other life. So in some other life, something happened and the relationship was broken between two spirits. You come to this life to kind of like heal that relationship.
Okay. I like that. That's very interesting. Yeah, so I feel like I have different ideas, like more than one. I feel like one stems off of kind of what you said, like maybe. So, for example, like let's say in your family, like there's been generations of different kinds of relationships that maybe worked out in a very different way until it gets to you and you get into a relationship that is basically like, oh shit, I don't know where I'm going with that actually. So here's the real one that here's the real one that I think it is, right? I think you go throughout life making different decisions. You go throughout life becoming, yourself, evolving in different ways. And depending on what level you are at in your evolution, you will attract an equal or opposite partner. So I think when you, for example, if you're at a low point in life and that's what you end up attracting is a person who also happens to be at a low point. It's like a karmic thing due to all of, what you lived throughout that journey. And this person happened to be on that same level. So you come into contact with each other, boom, karmic relationship. That's what I think.
Okay, well, I feel like that happens always. Like you attract the person that are at your same level. So all the relationships at the end there would be karmic relationships.
No, I don't think so, because sometimes, like, you know, you could feel that you're at one level. I think I've attracted people where, it is something that I thought I wanted until I realized I'm at a completely different level. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think you can attract somebody karmically based on, like, I've made decisions in life to where this is the kind of person that I think I want because I think this is who I want to be. And you realize you're at a completely different level because that person you thought was it happens to be on a completely different level. You know what I mean? But karmically, you had to see that. That makes sense?
Yeah, more or less.
I don't know.
Let's go and see what happened, like who's right. But yeah, like my question is like, can you have more than one? Can you be soulmates and twin flames and be in a karmic relation? Like, can be the three of them or?
I believe so. Like, I feel like, yeah, in some cases it can be a blend of two or more. I think that's possible. Let's ask Google.
Or ChatGPT.
Oh, ChatGPT.
I can actually wait. We can talk with ChatGPT.
True.
Let's talk with ChatGPT. You want to talk with ChatGPT? This is okay. Connecting. Go ahead.
ChatGPT. What?
I'm here. What would you like to talk about today?
First of all, you sound kind of sexy. I wasn't expecting that. What do you have to say to that?
Well, I'm here to have a good conversation and help out however I can. So I'm glad you're enjoying the vibe. What's on your mind today?
All right, so I want to know how you would define a soulmate and what makes a soulmate.
A soulmate is often thought of as someone with whom you share a deep, almost unexplainable connection. This bond goes beyond just physical attraction or common interests. It feels like you understand each other on a profound level. What makes a soulmate can vary, but key elements often include a sense of complete acceptance, a feeling of being home when you're with them, and a mutual understanding that doesn't always require words. There's also usually a sense of growth. Your soulmate challenges you to become the best version of yourself, while you do the same for them. Do you have your own take on what a soulmate is?
I have a question. My question is, can friends be soulmates or is only in like romantic relationships?
Friends can absolutely be soulmates. The concept of a soulmate isn't limited to romantic relationships. A soulmate is someone who connects with you on a deep, soulful level, and that can definitely happen with a close friend. In fact, some of the most meaningful soulmate connections are between friends, those who support each other unconditionally, understand each other without needing to explain, and grow together over time. It's the kind of bond that feels like it was meant to be.
She loves to
Whether in a
talk.
romantic context or
Okay. Thank you.
I feel like she basically confirmed that we were both a little bit right on this. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, it can be a friend. It's not limited to a romantic relationship. And yeah, it's someone who connects with you on a deep, soulful level. Yeah, that sounds like basically what we just explained. Beyond just the physical attraction or common interest, it feels like you understand each other on a profound level. All right.
Yeah, then we did pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to one of the more difficult ones and ask her about the twin flame.
No.
Okay, ChatGPT. Explain to me in shorter words, what is a twin flame?
A twin flame is like your soul's mirror. It's someone who reflects both your strengths and challenges. Meeting a twin flame often leads to intense growth, but it can also be very challenging. Unlike soulmates, twin flames push you to face and heal your deepest issues.
Okay, so well, basically, I feel like a little bit of what I said about karmic relationships is more like twin flames. Now, like it helps you solve your biggest issues, but it's kind of maybe it's more like a mirror. It's like these relationships with like, it's more challenging because you're constantly mirroring each other and like seeing those parts that you don't like about yourselves.
Yeah, that's deeper than, yeah, that's interesting. And she said something about unlike soulmates. So there
Yeah.
must be a difference, but I want to now know if you can be, a, excuse me, a twin flame with your soulmate.
Okay, we can ask her. Oui.
Or what's the difference between them two?
Okay, let's see.
Can you be...
What would you like to explore next?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just about to ask you. So, is it possible to be twin flames with your soulmate? If not, what is the difference?
It's possible, but it's rare. A twin flame and a soulmate are different types of connections. A soulmate is someone you have a deep, harmonious bond with. It feels comfortable and supportive. Soulmates can be friends, family, or romantic partners. A twin flame, on the other hand, is more intense. It's like looking into a mirror. Your twin flame reflects both your light and your shadows. The connection can be challenging as it pushes you to grow and evolve. So while a soulmate brings peace, a twin flame often brings transformation. Some people might feel both with the same person, but usually they're distinct experiences.
Okay, thank you so much. So, okay, that's very interesting. Like, yes, you can have both, but it's a bit different, no? Usually you either have a lot of peace. I understand, like, you either really connect with this person, you're like, have very things in common and like a lot of things in common, and you, yeah, basically understand each other, or you don't really understand each other, but there's this passion that like, like it makes you wanting to like connect, but it's challenging.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if I've ever come across my twin flame or twin flames. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure, but that makes sense. Like seeing the reflection, seeing the transformation. Actually, I think I have. So that's pretty crazy to think about. I have another question for her, actually.
Okay. Okay, let's go for it.
Okay. ChatGPT.
Disconnect now.
I want to know if twin flames are more common in family members, friends, or romantic relationships.
Twin flames are most commonly found in romantic relationships, but they can also be found in friendships or even family members. However, because of the intense and transformative nature of twin flame connections, they're often associated with romantic partnerships where the emotional stakes are high. In family or friendships, the dynamic might be less common but still possible. The key is the deep, soul level connection and the growth that comes from it.
That's very interesting. That's true. Like maybe there's some family members
Yeah.
that you kind of like have this like but then you really like it makes you like it helps you grow and transform.
I
Yeah.
think you know where I'm getting at. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, let's move to karmic relationships. That was interesting. I never really got the full understanding of the twin flames.
ChatGPT is listening.
ChatGPT, now I have the question for you, okay? What? Okay, excuse me. How would you describe a karmic relationship?
A karmic relationship is one that's meant to teach you important life lessons. These relationships often feel intense and passionate, but they can also be challenging or even painful. The purpose of a karmic relationship is to help you grow by working through unresolved issues or patterns, sometimes from past experiences or even past lives, according to some beliefs. Karmic relationships aren't usually meant to last forever. Once the lesson is learned, the relationship often ends. Unlike soulmates or twin flames, karmic relationships are more about learning and healing than deep connection or lifelong partnership.
That's interesting. I was
But
gonna.
what's the difference between twin flames and karmic relationships? Like, I understand that is like longer in like twin flame could be longer in time, but both of them are help healing. Like,
I think. Well, let's see what she has to say. What's the difference between?
I just asked her.
Yeah, but I don't know if she knows you were talking to her.
Yes, you just need to shut up so she answers.
Answer, please.
You confuse her.
Okay, what is the difference between a karmic relationship and a twin flame relationship?
You confuse her.
No,
You broke her.
I didn't break her. Okay, let me ask again. ChatGPT. What is the difference between a karmic relationship and a twin flame relationship?
The key difference between a karmic relationship and a twin flame relationship lies in their purpose and intensity. A karmic relationship is primarily about learning and growth. It's often marked by challenges, conflicts, and repeating patterns that force you to confront unresolved issues. These relationships are usually temporary, lasting only as long as it takes to learn the necessary lessons. A twin flame relationship, on the other hand, is also about growth, but in a much deeper, more transformative way. While it can be just as intense and challenging, the connection in a twin flame relationship feels more profound. It's like meeting the other half of your soul. Twin flames push each other toward personal and spiritual growth, often leading to a more balanced and harmonious union once the initial challenges are worked through. So, while both relationships are intense and focused on growth, a karmic relationship is more about clearing past baggage, while a twin flame relationship is about deep, mutual transformation.
Yeah.
Okay, so can a twin flame relationship become a soulmate relationship when all the issues are healed and transformed and solved?
Yes, a twin flame relationship can evolve into a soulmate relationship. After working through the intense challenges and growth, the connection can settle into a more harmonious and supportive bond. The deep transformation that comes with a twin flame relationship can lead to a stable, loving partnership that feels more like a soulmate connection. It's like moving from intense growth to a place of peace and deep understanding.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I think we got it. We got it.
Crazy.
We got it. So, from what I understand, karmic relationship is I was actually pretty right, I think.
Yeah.
It's like these people who come to this life to help you heal like things that you still need to heal from like past lives or just issues, lessons you need to learn. Once that lesson is learned, they usually just go because their mission was just to teach you some lesson. Then twin flames are there also like to like mirror all the things, like mirror and transform all the things you don't like about yourself. But from what I understand, these transform you in a deeper level. The connection is deeper, and once all those things, and once you work on through all those things, those could lead to soulmates. You know, to that connection, strong connection, where you have a deeper understanding of each other, where you really feel like you connect as spirits, and you're just living this life together as partners of life.
Absolutely. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to have an interview with ChatGPT today, but we got quite some good insight. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to learn that much, actually, but that's interesting. And so I guess what I took from this, a karmic relationship, once it's healed, it normally ends. I don't think that has the same capacity to become a soulmate relationship.
No, I don't think so. We can ask her.
We can. ChatGPT, you want to answer that question for us?
Okay, let's ask that. But yeah, from what I understand, no, like a karmic relationship just ends and like that. But
that's kind of what I had in mind as well, is that it's something that is there to teach you something, and then it doesn't continue after that. It's like clearing baggage. ChatGPT, can a karmic relationship eventually become a soulmate relationship?
It's less common for a karmic relationship to evolve into a soulmate relationship. Karmic relationships are usually focused on learning and resolving issues rather than long term harmony. Once the lessons are learned, these relationships often end.
Yeah.
However, if both people grow and transform significantly, it's possible for the relationship to evolve into a more supportive, soulmate like connection. But this is more the exception than the rule. It often requires significant change and mutual effort from both individuals.
Yeah, I think ChatGPT is never gonna say no, but it's like, well, it's less likely. It's just very diplomatic. Like, not really, but
Yeah, not quite actually, but maybe there's a possibility, but absolutely perhaps not.
I think it was a good talk between us with ChatGPT. I think hope you guys found some good insights. I think, yeah, I like that. It gave me some perspective of relationships. It makes you understand, no? Like, okay, that was definitely a karmic relationship. That was like, just understand maybe different relationships you had in the past and just understand. I think it's, for example, karmic relationships. I think it's good to know, that it was just that. It was just, they were there for teaching you a lesson, and they were not meant to be for your whole life or partners of life or anything. It was just what it was, and it was perfect as it was.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it is funny looking back through life and realizing which ones you come across. Like, which makes me want to ask the final question.
Ten.
What relationship do you have with me and I have with you?
I think we're soulmates with a little bit of twin flame. So like I think we're mostly soulmates because we really have no challenges or no, but I do feel like we help each other to transform and heal and everything. So I think we're soulmates and just with this like little like flame of twin flame, just enough so we keep growing and evolving.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just enough of the flame, the twin flame in there, just enough of it to where it enhances our soulmate connection. I agree with that.
Pretty good recipe. Pretty good combination.
Yes, indeed. Well, Cosmic Rock Stars, thank you again for joining us on this amazing journey. I hope that you got some great knowledge out of this. Make sure to leave a like. I'm just playing.
Subscribe, share with people who can enjoy this episode.
Yeah, I'm back on my YouTube shit. You guys should actually go check it out. It's pretty dope.
What's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is BluJay Nation. BLUJAY Nation.
Go check it out.
Yes, indeed. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hope to see you on the next episode of Silver Blue. And in the meantime, stay lit.
Love you, Cosmic Rock Stars.